Hey everybody, Sanavi here, and today I wanted to showcase my Shadowblight Minion Necromancer. This is a build that I started theory crafting about a week ago in preparation for the game launch. I had two goals. I wanted to play hardcore, and I wanted to play with minions. And this is what I came up with. I don't have a lot invested into it right now. My gear is actually really good, but my Paragon boards are definitely not complete. Most notably Cult Leader for minions. I have a little bit here, and I have the stuff for the skeleton mages right here, but I still don't have the legendary or all the buffs to like their survivability, as well as skeleton warrior damage and survivability. So quite a bit of progress to be done there. And as far as ramping my shadow damage goes, this is the wither board, and I just got into it, but I don't have like any of these damage nodes here or glyph socketed to take advantage of the radius. Or the legendary to ramp my shadow damage even further. So yeah, this is basically what the build looks like, just on a Nightmare tier 10 dungeon on World tier 3, mostly as a progress check for me. I will be starting tier 4 tomorrow, and look to, over the weekend, really see how far into the end game on hardcore I can go with this build. But for right now, let's just take a look at how it's doing. The thing to understand about minions is they have really crappy AI in this game, and I can't really control where they go. So part of what I'm doing here is I'm using Blighted Corpse Explosion for my clear, which is extremely effective. My minions are mostly a support role. They do damage, but I am the damage dealer. They are just ramping damage with me, as well as providing crowd control and various other support functions. But the clear here is 100% being carried by Blighted Corpse Explosion, and on tough mobs like this, I throw down my Blight.
I need more essence.
It's actually a great build to play on hardcore because it allows me to stay at range when I want to, so I don't have to get too close to anything that could be scary, to be quite honest. It is a Necromancer, so I am not clearing at rapid speed. I'm actually okay with that. I like when I play action RPGs to be pretty chill about it. If it takes me a little bit longer to get somewhere, I'm okay with that. I'm actually not a big fan of zoom builds. Not a big fan of Headhunter in PoE, for instance. Even though it's crazy fun. Oh, we missed one elite all the way back down there, so let's, as a Necro, take our time getting back there. I did go for +4 or +3 increases to my evade dodges, so when those stack up, I actually have 4 of them, which is quite nice. And we do stack movement speed on our amulet and our boots to kind of help out with how sluggish the Necromancer is, but really the dodges through the evade ability are mostly to get out of oh shit moments. However, I am quite tanky on this game mode, even on a tier 10 dungeon, and I can pretty much ignore most mechanics. I'm just trying to play as conscientiously as possible for when I start doing harder content. But as you can see, I'm about to get hit by this lightning strike, and it won't do much to me at all. I do occasionally toss a heal on my minions. They don't really need it, but I am getting used to making it a part of the rotation. I don't suspect that they'll die very easily, because I'm investing heavily in them as I invest in my shadow damage, but I will probably have to spend a heal on them every 5 seconds just to keep things cozy.
I'm not ready yet.
One of the tricks of this build is the golem. They did buff golems recently, and the iron golem is actually quite nice. On command, I can send it into packs, and it does a stun. It also vulns everything. We then use one of my aspects to spread CC with everything that I hit. So that stun spreads to other mobs. And then we invest in things like crowd control, extension, increase to duration, I should say. And then we are using cold mages. They provide chill and freeze. But the important thing is on bosses, the more CC that you can stagger, the quicker that you can stack, the quicker the boss staggers. So we stun, our golem stuns, he vulns, our mages chill and freeze. So the boss staggers quite quickly. Oh, saying I should go that way. Alright then. Is there the other runestone over here? One of the features of this build is the unique gloves, Howl from Below. This makes it so that when we target a corpse and use corpse explosion, it turns into a minion that charges at the nearest enemy and then blows up on them. Makes our clear very clean, and also makes it that when we do bosses, it's very easy to stack our corpse explosions on the enemy, as well as our blight, which is important because the more darkness damage we can stack, the quicker our Shadowblight ramps. As you can see, those evade charges are quite nice for getting somewhere as quick as you can get on a Necromancer.
We can't do it alone. They're here! You ready? The only way out of this is to fight. This can't be happening. No! We've lost someone!
And here we are at the boss. And then we just stagger the boss. We nuke. And that's the build. I'll leave the build details in the description. And I plan to do more videos as I progress and see how far I can go on hardcore for, I guess, what we're calling Season 0 of Diablo 4. Thanks, everybody.